Greetings from the right coast. This is Mad Shad. What? You already know what we're going to talk about today. The end of the world. The shit has hit the fan. Mind if I smoke my last cigarette before I get on the firing line? Take my place on the firing line? No. So good. What we witnessed yesterday was a very historic moment in our history of 245 years. 246 if you ask the Marine Corps. Yeah, some shit went down. You know? And we watched things unfold afterwards that it just proved to us that yesterday showed exactly where we stand. It showed exactly what their intentions are. It showed us that our vote doesn't count. Our anger doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we do, what we say. They are going to govern over us. Some think that's a bad thing. No. There is no longer Republicans, Democrats. It's none of that. There should be no division now. It should be very clear which side you're on. Them and the rest. That's it. It's us against them. That's it. That's all. Always has been. Always has been. All my life, I've never really gotten political. I only did it this year because it kind of, I thought maybe kind of it would affect me somehow. It doesn't really. Tell you the truth, it really doesn't. You know, everything's SNAFU anyway. Situation normal, all fucked up. So, what's changed? Nothing. And we can argue that point. For me, government has never really done much for me. I used to work for the government. And you can argue that we all work for the government now. We all pay taxes. We all pay some kind of fee or restriction or fine or regulation or bullshit. You know, so it goes from federal to state to local municipalities. All these people want to rule our lives and take our money. So they are not about our life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. They are not. We are the assholes in charge of our own destiny. We are the only ones in charge of our own life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. We're the ones. That's it. Not them. They've already proven that. They have shown their true colors. Okay? So, Dusty Data made a very good point. Where is this whole patriot prepper thing? I don't know. Good point. It's a really good point. I would argue we're all patriots by default. We were born into this country, which we really didn't have a say in it. And we prepped because we foreseen what was going to happen. We wanted self-reliance, some kind of security system and some kind of insurance policy for shit like this. For natural disasters and aliens and, you know, government overreach. And I'm not going to sit here and try to predict the future. Because they've already told us exactly what they're going to do. And as far as I can tell, they are fulfilling their destiny. This is totally, you guys know history, manifest destiny. Let's take over the country. Let's push out the Native Americans and take this land and develop it. And, you know, it was one of the biggest real estate grabs in the world. Well, no. Genghis Khan, that was the biggest real estate grab of the world. He was the biggest. Indeed. Ask Baghdad. Ask all the European countries on the eastern front of the empire. Anyway, so what am I getting at? Nothing. Carry on. You know, everybody's like, well, it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder. No, it's going to get stupid. It's going to get stupid. It really is. It really is. But, you know, we're clever. We're very, very clever. So not much has changed, really. And, yeah, come what may, man. If there's a Charlie whiskey, because now we know that censorship is in full swing after yesterday. There's a Charlie whiskey with you know, Alfa Romeo 15ers and Alpha Kilo 47ers everywhere. I mean, you know, and then it's a two-way range. It doesn't really matter much because, you know, we're going to do what we want anyway. And that's my advice. Do what you want. You've been doing it anyway. Do what you want and let them do what they can. We're already seeing it out west. A lot of cities and towns, small towns and such, so small communities. They just do what they want anyway. They don't give a shit. What do you mean I gotta wear a mask? Fuck you. I'm not gonna wear it. You know, mayor of a town. I forget the name of the name. The name of the town. The name of the name. The name of the town. Yeah, I mean, the mayor was just like, we're not gonna wear a mask. We're not gonna do restrictions. We're not gonna shut down. We're not gonna lock down. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. And you're not gonna tell us what to do. Who cares? We know the answers. We do. We know the answers to the test. We have, like Gemini Pepper says, we have the cheat codes. We have the cheat codes. And you know what? Turmoil, strife, and hard times make hard men. And we are from hardy stock. We are the ancestors of rebels, thugs and terrorists of the British Empire. A bunch of little colonists that said, oh, you're going to tax our tea? We're going to throw it in the fucking lake. We're going to throw it in the bay. That's kind of what we seen yesterday. And, you know, we can go into the whole conspiracy theories about this and that and Antifa and, you know, all this and that. You know, a little push here, a little nudge there. Doesn't take much to cause an avalanche. What we seen yesterday was a lot of fieldcraft. A lot of Sun Tzu, Art of War. The key to moving an army is like directing a flood down a mountain. That's how you move an army. That's how you move a mass of people. They are fluid, and that's how you push them. You know, go this way, go that way. It's not that hard, really. Go that way. There's an opening. Water is going to pour in. Like Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friend. Be like water. Yes, I've studied the Tao Jeet Kune Do. Love it. Great. But anyway, continue to prep. Continue to make money. Take care of your family. Things are going to be hard, sure, but it's really not going to change much. Really, not at all. I've seen a lot of car videos, so I figured I'd make my own car video too. Huh? Yeah. So here I am. I'm making a car video. I'm at work. I'm about to paint some stuff. I don't know, whatever. Make people happy. Putting ugly colors on their walls. Yeah. But yeah, don't forget that this has all been done before. You know, and it really doesn't matter. And we know their game plan. We know it. We have the answers to the test. You know? And this is a test. This is a test of the American people. This is the test of emergency broadcast system. You know, if you are in earshot of this, you must seek cover. No, I mean, if you're in earshot of this, be an American. Be a human being. If it's time to strap on kit and send freedom seeds everywhere, still remember that we're Americans, and you know there's a reason. There's got to be armed conflict should always be the last resort. Oftentimes, it's the first option. When faced with violence, sometimes it's best to run away. If you can't run away, then you've got to bring more violence than what is given to you. So, I mean, that's just simple shit. But we the people, we are Americans, we are patriots. Now we're human beings stuck in a world, stuck in a country that has forsaken us. It's a self-correcting system. I mean, all in all, it is a self-correcting system. And it will self-correct. Socialism and communism never last. They never do. The will of the people always perseveres. So, I don't care if the whole world is against us. Because, tell you the truth, for 245 years, they have been. We, you know, not to quote one of the bullshitters on the Capitol Hill, but we are a unique country. We're absolutely a unique country in some would argue the history of the world. But we're no different than any other country. Because country is a country. Country is a border. Country is a group of people. It's a community. That's all it is. You know, we can say wars have been fought because of countries and borders. You know, I predict that it's going to be a world. The people of the world are going to, because the whole world has just watched what the fuck just happened. And they're like, oh shit. So, cheers. Caffè Bustelo with some cocoa. Good stuff. And yeah, I stayed up all night watching the craziness, checking out all the angles, seeing all the layers of peeling back the onion, and you know, diving into the cesspool of bullshit. And this is what I come to. It doesn't really matter. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So, come what may, I mean, if I'm called upon to fight, okay, I'm going to fight. Sure, why not? But I'm still going to live my life as I see fit. Yeah, my ideology is a lot different now. Not drastic, because I've kind of been living this lifestyle anyway. I haven't paid taxes in a year and a half, 2 years. Nor have they paid me. I work with cash only. I keep my living very, very bare minimum. I'm a minimalist, if you will. If I want something, I work towards that and I get it. It's just very simple. I don't know. I've always stayed under the radar, went gray in the government's eyes. Who knows? Maybe they'll come for me now. After seeing this, who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. Just one guy, some poor schlup that got out of the Marine Corps, and that's it. That's all I've done. Worked here and there, and still here. Not dead yet. So, I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. But I am a face and a voice on a social media platform. But who knows? I mean, who knows these things? I'm not too worried. I'm not. And that's why we prep. We prep and train so that we can, when something happens, we don't have to hesitate in fear. We don't have to sit and worry ourselves to death. We already know. We already know what to do. We have the answers to the test. And that just makes it so much more easier. What does G.I. Joe say? Knowing is half the battle. And I can deny the battle as long as I wish. As long as it's possible. The guerrilla warfare of freedom. I don't know. Who knows where this will take us? We were right, and we knew this. We knew this was going to happen. We knew something like this was going to happen. So it's not shocking. It's really not. We know the system is flawed. We know the system is against us, and it's us against them. Always has been. That's what they've proven to us today or yesterday. That's what they've proven. And yeah, they're gonna try to push us right on down that train, that railroad track to total absolute control. But the mind is always free. I learned this in prison as a CO. The mind is always free. Another good one that I mess around with that impacted me was the whole Buddhist thing of your mind is like a garden. You decide what you want to grow in it. Do you want to grow weeds? Do you want to grow flowers? Pretty, pretty flowers. A lot of people want to do that. Oh, my mind is so pretty, and I surround myself with so much pretty things. Or do you want to grow things in your mind that bear fruit? That feed you, that feed the soul. If there is a soul. Your mind is like a garden. The mind is always free. So, I'm going to continue to enjoy life, to keep my contingencies going, to explore myself and the world around me, regardless of what a bunch of eggheads in some freaking, some supposed hierarchy, governing hierarchy is telling me what to do. Because I do what I want. They do what they can. That's how I've always been, really. Have I suffered because of that mentality? Yeah, but I think in the long run and for myself, it's a lot better for me. I have freedom. As what's that quote from General Emilio Zapata? I'd rather prefer to die on my feet than to continue to live on my knees. Yeah. Interesting story about him, but I'm not going to get into that. Check him out, Zapata. Yeah, and that's where that quote comes from. And I think I pretty much quoted it. Of course, I didn't do it in Spanish, but hey, whatever. Mind if I smoke? Oh, no. Another smoke. See? It's supposed to be my last cigarette. If you look at the stories out of communist Russia, even with such a horrific lockdown of all freedoms and everything, the communist Russian people still found ways to do what they want. They did. And you just can't get away from that. We see this in China, with the PLA and all that. People are still finding ways to do what they want. Iran, very oppressive, very oppressive. People are still finding ways to do what they want. Regardless of how oppressive the regime is, what the rules and laws are, and all that crap, we're going to find a way. We will. That's it. So, I can't say that, oh, well, that's it. Time to hang up the hat and call it a day, or, throw in the towel. And no, not much has changed. I'm always going to find a way to smoke these. I'm always going to find a way to put gas in this car. Keep fucking tires on it. The government really doesn't change much of that. Yeah, they might, raise the prices and stop me from smoking here and smoking there. They might raise the prices of the tires. But I'm still going to find a way. Always. Always. And not that I condone crime, but that is also part of it. A crime, there's different kinds of crime. There's crimes against state, and then there's crimes against morality. So we should know what the difference is. It was a crime not to pay your taxes. It was a crime not to it was a crime to assemble and redress grievances, back in the 1700s, 1776. It was a crime to not put a tax stamp on everything and not pay your tax. You know what I mean. So you get it. And it was definitely a crime when we revolted and said, no, I'm not doing that. So we've been here before. It's just a little different now. A little less kinetic. But hey, maybe that'll happen too. We are a nation, a very able-bodied mind and body and spirit. We are a hardy bunch of people. Yeah, it's been watered down. Sure, why not? But for the most part, we still make do with what we got, and we still survive, and we still thrive. And that's the point of all this anyway, is to thrive. And if you can thrive in the face of strife and adversity, right on. Right on. Always looking to better advantage your situation, reinforce everything. And it's not just literal either, So, yeah. I don't know what else to say, but oh well. Carry on. Carry on. Nothing drastic has changed in my life, and nor do I foresee that in the near future. If you play the game, if you bought into the game, and you have skin in this game that they call this crap, this New World Order bullshit, yeah, then they have control of you. But once you take yourself out of that equation and you start playing your own game, then it's a different ball game, man. It's a different set of rules. My rules. I don't have to play by their rules. I do. Obey the laws of the land. Whatever. I can go gray. I can stand up and say something and fight. Yeah, I can do all that. And maybe this is part of it. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to end it here. I've talked way too much, just rambling. Crazy rantings and ravings of a madman. That's me. So, I don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. We can give up on the government because they've given up on us. But don't give up on yourself. Don't do it. So, that being said, this is Mad Shad signing off.